And as a thank you to all my viewers and subscribers, Massdamper is now offering a 10% discount. If you want to get cool shirts like this one, or other mini four-wheel drive swag like stickers for your car, or stickers for your toolboxes, you can get them from massdamper.jp. Don't forget to use the discount code ZenBluster on checkout. There are also links in the video description down below, and check them out. They actually have some pretty neat stuff. Thank you again, and now on with the show.
Hey guys, it's Jan, also known as Unbluster. Today we're taking a look at the Samurai 4-wheel drive. And this is not a Tamiya Mini 4-wheel drive kit. This is actually one of the old competitors for Tamiya. When Tamiya was very popular during the 80s and 90s, other companies tried to compete with Tamiya, basically try and get in on the same action, make some money too. And that was Tokyo Marui. And some of you guys might actually recognize that brand for the airsoft pistols. Basically, that's a pretty popular hobby too. And they used to make kits for mini four-wheel drive, and they used to do this type of stuff. So, and I remember before I even actually bought a mini four-wheel drive kit, I mean a Tamiya one, I bought a Tokyo Marui one. That was a Shogun, and I was actually looking for that, but it wasn't easy to find because this type of stuff is, they don't make them anymore because they've quit the hobby. Basically, they tried competing with Tamiya, but they couldn't. I mean, I don't blame them, but the cool thing about this kit is it comes with already pre-upgraded stuff. And this was, as far as I could tell, the first one. This was basically the competitor to the Hotshot. When they used to have RC 1/10 scale, Tokyo Marui made the Samurai 4-wheel drive. Basically, if you look at it, it's a direct competitor to the Hotshot, and you could see the spring over here too. It's supposed to be like that. This is 1/10 scale art, basically. That's what they have on the box. But this is the mini 4-wheel drive version, where has some very interesting technology that mini 4-wheel drive and Tamiya did not really do. Like, I think maybe they did a little bit, but they abandoned it. So what they had was a center axle that comes from the back to transport power to the front. And Tamiya mini 4-wheel drive did not do that. Maybe it's because the transmission was worse, but we'll figure it out as we go along. Yes, this is definitely an old kit. And just to quickly compare the size of the box, it's actually taking up more space than a normal box. So you can see this is a Pro Mini 4-wheel drive Pro box right there. That's how thick it is, and that's, you can see it's smaller than the Samurai Mini 4-wheel drive kit. Okay, let's take a look at this thing. I'll slide it out from this side. Oh wow, look at this. Oh my god. Look at the presentation of the kit from back in the day. My goodness. I remember when I would buy the Tamiya Mini 4-wheel drive kit, and there'd be sections. There would be like a piece of cardboard covering some wheels or something. But look at this. That's crazy. Is this on a blister? Wow. Oh my god. Look at this. Let me just flip it around so that we could look at the body real quick, because it's stapled onto the box. So I don't know if I want to take that out. I'm not gonna unstaple it. At least this kit is too valuable for me to start taking parts off of it. Okay, so let's just take a quick look at the body. Look at that. It's quite small. The design is very good and close to what you actually want. Is this also stapled? Oh yes, it's removable. I don't have to worry about that. Anyway, so yeah, I really love the design of the Samurai. It reminds me a lot of the Hotshot, like I said earlier, but I actually kind of like it a little bit better. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love the design of the Hotshot, but the Samurai is pretty cool. Let me see. Let's remove this. Let's see if we could. Oh, it's also held in by staples from the outside. My goodness, Tokyo Marui. Let me just unbox it real quick. Okay, So the blister is holding the chassis. It's actually quite difficult for me to remove the chassis. I can't just show you the other side of it. Oh my goodness. And then the gears, it got the different colored the spur gear. I think these are different gear ratios than what normally would come from that kit. And then it already comes with sponge tires. You know how Tamiya would used to have sponge tires as well too. They still do, but they already came, what do you call it, pre-upgraded on this version of the kit. There's a cheaper version of it where it's not upgraded. And it looks like it also they include additional like wider bumpers for the, what do you call it, for the rollers. And the rollers, as far as I could tell, they're basically just bushings. Let's take a look. Let's move some of the light in a little bit closer, guys. So there you go. There's the bushings for the, what do you call it, for the rollers. It comes with 4 bushings. There's some washers over there too. And let me see if I could find something else on the other side. Okay, at least I think these ones, oh my goodness. You know what? I'm just gonna quickly undo the staples, guys. Okay guys, I've gone ahead and removed all the staples that are holding all the little parts down. So we went over this earlier, but these are the rollers right here. These are the guide rollers. They get mounted onto these basically, and these are the wider bumpers. These get mounted onto these, you know, the front bumper, and then this is the rear bumper. And it also includes metal bushings as well too. These parts right there on the left side are actually the metal bushings that go into the axles right there for the drive shafts. And then, like I said earlier, it comes with already sponge tires. So basically, it's more like a starter kit the way that we have stuff nowadays. And these are the upgraded gear ratios. I think these have a lower gear ratio for a higher top speed, as far as I could guess. Because I remember the old gears that came with this, and then it was quite slow. You know, I could run after the car if I needed to because of a stock motor. And then this is the gear, the what do you call it? The rest of the parts, the gears, and let me see. Yeah, the gear box right there at the back. It was the way that the motor is mounted is it's flat. And then I actually don't remember how the transmission was working. So this is quite old. And then the cool stuff is that it already separately molded and I guess cut out the, what do you call it? The rear wing. And then it also came with a driver. Pretty funny. And then I think it looks like it came with 2. Or am I just imagining things? It looks like there are 2. That's pretty funny. I wonder why. And the terminals are over here. Let me see if I could shake that. There you go. The terminals are right there. And then the sticker, it's a very small sticker set, which is good because I don't like wasting my time on stickers, honestly. Especially on this types of kits where it's more of a collector thing rather than for racing. And then let's see if I could slide the stickers over. Okay, that helps a little bit. Ooh. All right, so there you go. What is that? It looks like there's another piece of metal. I don't know what that is. My goodness. You see, this is the cool thing about the old kits is that it actually includes some extras that you would never see nowadays. Looks like this, what do you call it? Shaft is made from brass or copper. I'm not sure. And then I think these are the old gear ratio basically for, you know, if it was like, you know, like if it was to me, it'd be like 3.5 or something like that, or 4:1. And then these are, as you can see, the crown gears. And I think there were some, I'm not sure which gear is which. So I basically decided that we're going to go ahead and order another kit, or maybe even 2, just so that we could actually build and see what it's like. Because it's just basically made my curiosity like even worse. So look at that old tube of grease right there. It looks like there's another gear axle right there, and these are the drives. The drive axle. Look at that. The drive axles are black. My God. You see, I think the problem was back in the day was that Tokyo Marui was probably a little bit more expensive than Tamiya. That's why they didn't really have a. They had a hard time basically selling the parents these kits. So the parents didn't buy them for their kids. They looked at the Tamiya stuff and it's just as good, maybe even better. So they bought the Tamiya stuff because it's cheaper, which I think is the case, honestly, because I looked at the MSRP of this box. I think this is the MSRP. Let me double check where that side of the box is. There you go. Usually when you buy kits from Japan, you're gonna see an MSRP, and I think these are part numbers, and then that's MSRP, 1200. And as far as I could remember, most of the kits from back in the day, right around the 80s at the time, they were like 800 yen, maybe even cheaper. So yeah, let's take a quick look at the manual. Let's see what's going on in here. Wow, look at this. For portions marked with black, always apply grease for plastic contained in this kit. Okay, that's fair. Oh, it comes with a spring too? That's interesting. Well, I kind of remember that spring. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Oh, you have to put double-sided tape. Wow, that's right. There's more stuff too. The axles with the bearing, the metal bearing. And then the insert between the two ribs. Interesting, see? I honestly thought that the Tokyo Marui stuff was a little bit more advanced, but the problem was is that it was also more expensive. Let me see. It doesn't say what gear size. Ultra high speed type and then super high speed type. It doesn't say what gear ratio they are. It's pretty funny. Right there. Yeah, the manuals on this stuff was actually quite good. Look at that. Yeah. You can kind of see the way that it works. Let's look at the gears again. Let's double check the gears again. Okay, so I think this is the, let me see. This is a crown, and then the crown connects to this propeller, and then the propeller slots into the front. Now, what it looks like is happening is that there's two different types of gear. Why is there a separate gear for B? And then there's one for A. Because honestly, with Tamiya, you can just use less gears. Maybe the transmission definitely was less efficient. That's probably it. Yeah, I can imagine. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, these were probably a little bit slower than the Tamiya stuff. So this gear, looks like there's quite a few of them. Quite a few sections where it connects to. It connects to quite a few different parts. That's interesting. And then the bumpers are inserted. The batteries from the top. Oh, look at this. Oh, there's different speeds. Oh my God. Look at this. If you used one of the other gears, it'll give you 1 to 8.7, basically. So that's more, that's torque, basically. That's a torque. And then they even go lower than the Tamiya gear ratio that we have now in 2018. 3.3 to 1. Look at that. Ultra high speed. So you could actually physically move one side of the gear to the other side. Huh. Look at this. That's brilliant. Why doesn't Tamiya do that? Oh my God. Seriously, that kind of annoys me. Oh my God. Wow, but yeah, that means I'm really impressed about this kit, guys, honestly. Now I want to build one. So in the future, we're going to see a build video of this kit. Actually, maybe a different one because I want to order a second one and then go ahead and build that, because this one is actually in pretty good condition, and it's going to be hard for me to gauge the quality of stuff that I'll be able to get from the internet. So I have to go buy a different one, build that one in that next video. So at some point, guys, you will see an actual build out of this kit, this particular kit. And I guess I'm gonna go ahead and rate this kit in terms of value, collectability, and upgradability. So for value, I paid, as you can see, it was 3,500 yen. Now, that's definitely not a good price anymore. That's way too expensive. So you're not gonna be able to. It's gonna be tough finding it for that price. So it's not cheap, and even the eBay stuff, maybe they won't be able to match that type of price. I think the eBay stuff is a little bit cheaper than normal, but this is actually kind of an okay price. I'm still willing to pay 3,500 yen for this stuff. So I would have to say that the value is gonna be like pretty low, probably like a 5. For collectability, definitely a 10, because they do not make these anymore, and that's one of the biggest problems with this kit now, because they're not even competing with Tamiya anymore. So there's really a big issue in terms of supply. They don't make them. So that's the best thing for collectability. Once it's out of print, that's it. That means its value goes up for collectability. So I would rate it as a 10 for sure. For upgradability, you can't. It's not a Tamiya kit, so you can't really raise it. So we'll just mark that as an X. And there's really no parts for it too, other than what's been made from back in the day. So I'll mark that as an X. So let's add the 10 and the 5 for, what do you call it, an average score of 7.5, basically. So that's not a bad kit in general, and I really love these old stuff, and look forward to it in the future. We're gonna go ahead and do a build on this thing. So there you have it. This has been my unboxing and overview of the Tokyo Marui Samurai 4-wheel drive. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please like, subscribe, and share. And thanks for watching. Go race.